This video will be going over some of the SEO related settings that we have for you in the administration area. Of course, the front end and the knowledge base for public content that is displayed and indexable by search engines. That has schema markup and everything that it needs to have in order to provide the best experience for Google and other search engines to gobble up the content and spit it out in results. And then on the administration side, we give you some flexibility as well to adjust those settings when needed or wanted and be able to manage that. So as you can see, when you're managing the content, if you go under settings, you're able to see the ability to edit the slug, edit the metadata, title, description, keywords. You can choose to no index or no follow specific pieces of content. We have some settings around the canonical tag and where that should point to, as well as other settings where you can choose to not have it in the sitemap or identifying content as being micro content. So there's a number of settings that you have on the question, on articles, on documents, and so that you're able to manage those appropriately from within your administration interface. And again, by default, the platform has things optimized for the content as it's generated, and then you just have the appropriate tools to edit as you'd like. Same thing with categories. As people are browsing categories, those spawn pages as well. So you have a lot of those same tools to be able to edit what you want that slug to be, the title, the description, etc. And in order to index or follow or include or not include those in the sitemap that's generated. We can distinguish between micro content and larger format pieces of content. And where this comes into play is when let's say you're an e-commerce merchant and you have some content that's distributed onto your product pages, both the questions and answers, and then you have other content that is more longer format or longer answers that you would like to support its own landing page and not have that referenced in a couple different areas on your site. So you have the ability to distinguish between micro content, and you can say that, let's say, anything under 250 words or something of the sort, that you would be able to identify that. And then for those items that, or that content that fits that criteria, you're able to choose what to do there within those settings, either removing it from the sitemap or listing it as no index, etc. So we give you the tools. We've run into customers that have different preferences related to these kinds of considerations. So you have the tools to manage that as you'd like, and that allows you to not only have the knowledge base grow really valuable content, but also have content complement the SEO of other pages within your experience and just be able to do what you need to do there. We do also support the ability for you to edit your robots.txt file and the values within there. Also, it will build out a sitemap for your knowledge base as well and ensure that you're able to put that into Google Search Console, have that indexed. That will automatically update based off of the content that is and the pages that are relevant and available within your knowledge base. And then you can go ahead and index that and then have that verified within these tools here. So I hope that's been helpful as far as some of these administration capabilities for you to make some edits on the preferences you have from an SEO standpoint. If there's any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team, and we'll look to make sure that those questions are addressed and you're taken care of from our end.